Hello. So the last vlog video went pretty good. Had some good feedback on that one. So I figured I would do it again. So here we are. Hi. Hello. For those of you who are new, my name is Nikki. This is my channel, Plants, Pots, and Whatnots. And for my gluttons for punishment who keep coming back for more, it is amazing to see you. I love you. Mwah. Okay, so we are starting a new week. It is Monday. It is brutal outside. We have had some like 90-kilometer-an-hour winds. It has been insane. It's really dark and dreary today and kind of like... So, I figured it'd be a good day to get some plant stuff done. And I'll just kind of like hop on here throughout the week and, I don't know, post this when I feel like it's done. I have to ship a couple plants today that I'm really nervous about because they literally have to go across the country. And so I'm really nervous about that, and I'm hoping that they make it there okay. So I have to go to the UPS store and send those. I have to... What else do I have to do? There was a bunch of things I had to do. Probably should have written them down. Anyway, so if you want to hang out with me while I just do random planty sort of things, then yeah, come on back and do random planty sort of things with me. Okay, so here's the situation. I have this Glorious, which is a good size. Look how pretty she is. Oh. She's got lots of roots, so I've wrapped them in, they were already in spag, so I just put them in this little bag and then kind of like, you know, taped her shut. So there's that one, and then there's this Splendid, which is the Varicosum melanochrysum. This is the one that kind of caused me the most grief because of its size. So it's about, I don't know if you can really tell, it's about a foot tall, about 12 inches, and she's got a new little growth spike coming there. And so I needed something tall enough to get her in as well. So I've got these two. Now, I had this box, but when I closed it all the way in, even if I put this kind of like on its side, it was like too tall. I was like, dang, because... So then I thought, well, this is the other box that I had. It is quite a bit bigger, but it would give me a lot of room to pack in a lot of like packing material around there. But then I called and I got a quote, and they wanted just shy of $100 to ship that to BC. And I was like, no. So here's my thoughts. These have these little flaps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this, cut it to fit the top here. And then I'm going to kind of like fold these all in. See? And then I'm going to put like the piece on the top, tape it all in, and there's just going to be tall enough, and then I can fit in all the packing material around it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's going to cut the cost pretty much in half almost. It's still going to be quite pricey. Shipping's crazy. And I want to get them there overnight. I do have a little piece of this insulative stuff in here, but it's not on this side. So I'm going to try to make sure I keep the plants on that side and put a lot of, you know, other packing material. So I just want to get it there overnight so it's not in the cold any longer than it has to be. It should be fine. These plants usually hold up pretty well. So that's the plan. So that's what I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all boxed up and packed up, which freaks me out to no end. And then we're going to get them shipped because I need to stop procrastinating on this. It's one thing after another. Anyway, so that's the plan today, and that's what I'm going to do. So I will get them all wrapped up, and then I'll come back and show you the red-greened packing that I'm about to undertake here. Okay, so... got a little sidetracked today. I got the plant dropped off at UPS. It was just over $50, which was a heck of a lot better than just shy of $100. And it should be to her by tomorrow. So cross fingers and toes for me that it gets there okay. I ended up just coming back after that, and Jordan and I just kind of hung out and chilled for a bit, and then we both passed out and had a nap. That's what happens when you get old. Anyway, so he just went to pick up my boys, and I'm just gonna kind of do a little walk around, look at some plants, see what needs to be done tomorrow after I drop them off at school. And yeah, I think that's really just going to be what the rest of my evening consists of. I don't want to start anything major tonight, so might see you again tonight, or I might just catch you in the morning. So I'll see you whenever I see you. I thought I would show you guys this because it's so pretty. So it's still growing. It's still hasn't hardened off yet, but it's getting bigger and it's still so beautiful. Jordan was looking at this one the other day and he's like, oh, I wish it would stay that color. I'm like, I know. And then I noticed this little leaf on my white princess is unfurling. It looks like it's going to be really pretty. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's exciting. Oh. Everything's looking great. Great. And there is Paisley's newest leaf. I am hoping that it has some green on it because the last leaf was completely white and it's not an ideal situation, but we're crossing our fingers. And then this guy looks like he's gonna come out soon. The temptation is real just to, like, you know, just give him a little, but you can't. But you can't. And do you want to know why you can't? I'll show you why you can't, because I couldn't help myself. And normally I don't do this. Look what I've done. Look what I've done. I broke it. And I'm mad. My beautiful pink princess. Look at this leaf. Can we focus on it? There we go. Look how gorgeous that is. Whew. Anyway. So, as I'm doing it, I'm literally yelling at myself, just stop, Nikki, stop, Nikki, and I just kept doing it. I just kept going. I can't even listen to my own advice. Ugh. Anywho, so there's that. Here's a cool little thing. So this is the new leaf on my Mandula pothos. It is getting huge. So if you saw that video where I was talking about putting the Mandula on a moss pole because the leaves get like huge, like that's a no joke Mandula leaf. So I'm gonna have to get a taller pole because, as you can see, we have run out of pole. And then this is interesting. Look, he's just decided to crawl on my TV, which apparently is dusty. Oh boy. Anyway. So that is going to have to be dealt with here very shortly. It's always something, isn't it? It's just something. Always. You're also keeping an eye on this Hoya Mapajira because there is a little bloom right here. Now this is the fourth one that has come out on this plant. And none of them have really opened fully, so I'm kind of hoping that one might. So I'll keep you in the loop about that, because they're really cool little flowers once they open, but we just need one to actually do it. Oh, here's something cool too. This is turning into like new leaves. Here is the new leaf on my philodendron mammy. Look how beautiful that is. Ugh, it's gorgeous. Really, really happy with how that looks. She's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, here's something interesting. My Dieffenbachia, who's normally up there, has completely fallen over. So it looks like we're going to be doing that sooner than I thought. So maybe we can tackle that tomorrow. We will see. I'm basically just going to chop it like right, maybe about here-ish. And then just stick this into soil and let him regrow. Making sure I stake him really well. We'll see what I decide to do with like this part of the stem. I'm not really sure. And then this plant I'm going to take out and I'll pot that up separately because there's a whole new little baby in there that's so cute. Yeah, so that's the plan for this guy. He's just looking like a little bit of a drunken sailor right now. But you can kind of get an idea of how big these leaves are now that I can reach it. Like they are humongous. Like they're so big. You really won't be able to get a real handle until I take it out of there and like show you, but they're massive. Massive. Okay, so there's something for tomorrow that I might be able to get done. Yes. So I thought I would show you guys this because I was talking about this in a video, a couple videos ago. I can't remember. So here we have the classic petiole poking a hole through the melanochrysum leaf. Now I was gone for 24 hours and I was not able to spray this, and in that 24 hours this happened. So I am not super jazzed about it. So I'm gonna have another leaf that's all messed up, and that's getting really, really frustrating. So anyway, all I can do is just kind of wait it out and hope that as the plant gets older it grows out of that. I'm really, really hoping that's the case. Because I can't have that. Poor little leaf. It's going to have a big gaping hole in it. Ugh. But on lighter news, look, I have a new Gigantium variegata leaf. And right in behind here, you can see I have a new elbow leaf on the way. So that's really cool. I was hoping I'd get at least one more this year, so that's amazing. Yay! I thought I would just give this little guy water. This is my Callista repens. It is like the cutest plant on the planet, and I just have it in this little teeny container. I really need to get it like a bigger pot, but it is just so cute. Let me see if I can get you the true colors of it. There we go. Isn't she cute? She's got the teeniest little leaves. She's just adorable. And they seem to like really bright light. I keep mine, without dropping it, oh my goodness, right up here. And she is just happy as a clam. Look at her. She's cute. Anyway, so now she's all watered and looking lovely. She's getting quite big, so she needs a new pot here soon. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I have a feeling it's going to be a big list. Okay, it is the next morning. I've just dropped the boys off at school. My morning routine is usually I drink my coffee and I'll check out these new little cups we got. Mrs. Claus with the coffee dripping down the front. And then I got Jordan, Mr. Claus, which also has coffee dripping down the front. Anyway, I just thought they were like super cute and were like dorky and nerdy and cute like that. Anyway, so the first thing I do usually in the morning, as you guys know, we do the coffee and then we do the things. So I had one coffee, and now as I'm having my second morning coffee, I got all the dishes done. I washed up some pots that I've been kind of procrastinating on. They've been sitting on the counter driving me mental. So now those are all done. I am watching Jeff from Tropical Plant Party. He is so calming to watch, and I literally could just binge the same video over and over. So usually I'll have his video on my other phone while I'm just kind of like puttering and doing dishes and cleaning and whatnot. And so I do have some other things that I have in the works. I don't know if I'm going to get it done today. But so over here, I just have like a bunch of stuff under the cabinet with my little light there. This guy has not gotten enough light. So what I want to do is actually deconstruct this, this succulent arrangement. All the color has gone from it. I'm just kind of really disappointed. I thought that light would be bright enough, but turns out I was wrong. So, you know, what else is new? So I have to take that apart and kind of pull everything out of there, clean it all up. A lot of the succulents are really like etiolated or stretched out. This one just kind of like the whole bottom just died. I'd like to pull my string of pearls out of there and save it before it dies. Anyway, just get everything pulled out of here, clean them all up. This one's not doing too badly. This succulent is stretching out a little bit, and there is mealybugs. I have been struggling with mealybugs on like all of my succulents, spraying them constantly, and I just can't get rid of them. I don't know what the deal is. So I may actually just fill the sink with soap and water and just throw my succulents in there after I take them all out of here, and hopefully just kill them off that way. I'm just like done dealing with them. The succulents will survive that. They're pretty sturdy that way. And then I'll just pot them back into dry soil, and that should work because I'm just like, at this point, I'm over it. I also have to water everything on this little shelf here. So this little shelf, I didn't film it or anything, and I don't think I really explained it, but this I got last year. I picked it up on the side of the road. Somebody was getting rid of it. At that time, it was just like the natural rattan color, and in the spring, we spray painted it white. Let's see if I can back up a little. There we go. That's better. So in the spring, we spray painted it white, and then I got these strip lights, and they're just sticky, and I just stuck them, ran them down the side, put them, you know, oh man. Anyway, just for some extra plant space, but everything in here is desperate for water, and so I need hiccup every damn time. So I need to water everything in here, do a little just clean up in here in general. So there's that. What else do I need to do? I don't know. Oh, also, it's been snowing all morning. It's kind of letting up a little bit. But look, this is the first snow we've had in the city that I live in. So that's, you know, was a lovely thing to wake up to this morning. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. It's kind of the plan. And I have to start getting rid of some plants. I know we don't like to say this, but I have to say it. I have too many plants. Hello, my name is Nikki, and I have too many plants. Anyway, so I need to really do some soul searching and figure out what I really can't live without, and then what I really could live without, and just start doing some condensing. To be completely honest with you, I literally, like, I posted this on Instagram the other day, and I was just like, guys, I don't know where to put... Ivy, what are you doing? Bring that back. I need that for the tree. Ugh. Anyway, I posted on Instagram, and I was like, guys, I literally have no idea where I'm going to put my Christmas tree this year. Like, so my dining room's there, and the top layout of this house is not super huge. So anyway, I have like all of my plants there, TV. The tree normally goes in that corner, but as you can see, that's not where it's going to be this year. And somebody has suggested putting it in this corner. Maybe it looked bigger on Instagram. It's really not that big. And even if I move my couch down, like all the way, like it's really not going to give me, you know what I mean? Like enough room. And my tree is sizable. It's huge. So, I don't know. I'm kind of stressed about that. I can't not have a tree. I have, you know, the boys, and I have, you know, my daughter and my grandson. I have to have a tree. I can't not have a tree. So we thought about maybe just moving the table sideways, like so it comes out this way, and then putting the tree right here. But it's a really big tree, and even if I only put one side on it, it's gonna come out to like here, which drastically narrows the pathway, right? I don't know. Oh, anyway, so that's the dilemma that I am currently having right now. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I mean, there's nothing I can do at this point. So I don't know, I'm lost. Anyway, I won't ramble on about that, but it's a stressor. So I just thought I would mention it. Yeah, I don't really know what else I'm gonna do today. I do have to hop in the shower as soon as I'm done in the kitchen, and then I have a soil video coming for you guys that I promised, so that will be coming out tomorrow actually, so I really need to get on that. And then I'm gonna film the second part of my philodendron tour, so you guys will have already seen that by the time you see this anyways. Just a lot of little things to do today, I guess. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop rambling and just like go get some stuff done, and I'll be back when I figure out what else I'm doing or what I'm doing next. Okay, so it's the next day. Actually, didn't have time to get anything but my videos done yesterday. Then I had to get the kids, and then, you know, we just had like a family night or whatever. So today I do have to do some things, but I think the first thing that I need to do is go and water a few plants down in my grow tent and my Mars Hydro grow tent. So I figured this would be an excellent time to kind of give you guys an update on the tent, my feelings about the tent and the light so far. And so, yeah, why don't we go downstairs and we'll check that out. Okay, let's see what we got going on in here. Woo. Oh. Okay, so first, I'll go ahead and give you a rundown on my experiences thus far with the tent, with the light, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get some plants watered in here. So, I can tell you my first month and a half-ish with this tent and light is I absolutely love it. It has been amazing. It has done things for some of my plants that I would have never been able to do had I not had the tent and light. So that's the first overall. So it's definitely been a learning curve with, you know, the positioning of the light, where certain plants kind of should be located with relation to how far away from the light they are, etc. So I've had to kind of rearrange some things. So I have the ones now on the top that can handle a little bit brighter light. So things like my Hoyas. So my light is like directly above us here, you can see. So I put my Hoyas right here and they get the majority of the light. So here and here, you can see that they are starting to sun stress really nicely. So we got those ones. So this is Obscura. Same with these ones here. These guys need a little water. But even my Pubicalyx is getting some nice new foliage there as well. Over here as well, look at this. It's just beautiful. Love that. So I've just been really kind of keeping an eye on everything and moving things around as I deem necessary. My Gloriosums have always been on the floor, but this light was down further and I think they were just getting a little too much light. So they seem to be doing a lot better now than they were before. We do have a new leaf on my Queen Anthurium. She looks beautiful. So that's really exciting. So I moved all of my pink princesses to the second shelf on both sides. And they seem to be really liking it down there. They're growing really well, and what I have found, which is really interesting, is that, so I was talking in a couple of videos ago about how some of the leaves on some of my philodendrons stick, and then I have to spray them, yada yada yada. I have not had one leaf stick on any of my philodendrons in this tent. So I think it's really just the high humidity. Oh, and you're not focusing. There we go. No, focus on what I want you to focus on. So that's been really nice that I haven't had to worry about that. All of my Pink Princess new leaves have come out without any issue. We've got ones over here. None of them are sticking. It's been lovely. So that's really great. So it's really just kind of been move things around, test different things, you know, putting different plants in here and seeing how they do. This Cercestus mirabilis, or however you actually pronounce that, put out this new leaf. It's the first leaf that I've got since I had this plant, and I've had it for quite some time. And it looks like there's another one coming up the back here already. So that's amazing. That's great news. I've got my little glorious cuttings in here, which are doing really well. The tent, so that split leaf that you guys saw, which is actually right here. There she is. Let me see if I can widen the view. There we go. That's better. So this is where she grew initially, was in this tent. And she's working on opening up that leaf. Whoops, that leaf right there. Now I've got her on the top shelf, but she's kind of like on the back of it. Now this one corner is looking a little light, so that still may be a little too close for her, so I may have to move her. I'll just keep an eye. Anyway, so it's just a game of trial and error until you figure out kind of where everything can be. But as a whole, I am loving this whole setup so much. Not only is it working really well for all of my plants and propagations and whatnot, but it's giving me a lot of extra space to grow, especially in the wintertime here in Canada. As you know, it's cold and we don't get as much sun as we would obviously in the spring and summer. So it has been a godsend. I am so happy to have it. And yeah, I would definitely highly recommend those, but I will definitely keep you guys in the loop as time goes by. You know, the more things that I find about it, the more things that I learn. But so far, it's been amazing. I've had to hang these little guys in here and there, because we were having a little bit of a fungus gnat issue, but now they're pretty much all gone. I think I've only seen one since I've opened this door, so that's great. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So I don't know, if you're thinking about getting one and you're tossing the idea around, I mean, I would definitely recommend them. Like I said, it's only been like a month and a half, but I'm really enjoying having it, and it's honestly been a godsend so far. So there's a lot of other stuff that I want to do with this tent over the next month or so. I want to bring more Hoyas in here. I kind of want to rearrange a few things in here. So I'll try to bring you along when I do that as well. But it is time to get watering some of these plants, because some of these babies are thirsty. Okay, let's do that. So I was just taking one of my pink princesses out here to water, and I got thinking, so there's obviously Lots of roots going on here. My pink princesses have all rooted really well and are doing amazing here. So I think what I might do before the roots get too comfy in this moss, I think I might actually take these upstairs today and put them in some nice aeroid mix. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that just to get them acclimated to their future potting media. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'll pull all my pink princesses out and then I'll take them upstairs and we can pot them together. The one thing I did want to mention about this actually, one of the learning curves. So I showed you this fan that I got when I set up the tent. Now I had it pointed more across the top when I initially put it in. However, what I noticed, because the humidity stays so high in here, it's usually about 90-95%. And so it was getting really moist. And some of my more sensitive leaf plants, like my Philodendron gloriosum, were starting to show up with these little black mold spots. And I was not okay with that. So what I've done is re-angled it so it points down onto the plants, and then I want to get a second one for this corner over here just to give better air circulation. You guys know how I preach all the time about air circulation, and this is kind of, you know, a shining example of why that's important. So we've nipped the problem in the bud, but I would like one extra fan in here just for a little bit more circulation, because I don't have the ability at this point to get all the proper like duct work for a proper like exhaust system. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I think I've got everything watered that needed to be watered, with the exception of my pink princesses, which we're going to take upstairs and pot anywho. I'm just going to take a couple dead leaves off, I think. And then we'll head upstairs and pot up some pink princesses. Anyway, so that is how the Mars Hydro tent and whole setup is going right now. Super, super happy with it. I can't wait to show you guys the next update, because I have a feeling with some of the stuff that I want to do in here, it's going to be an even cooler update at this point. I don't want to take you through each one of the plants. I mean, they're plants that you guys have seen before, but just know that I'm really impressed with it. This especially, check this out. I put these in here when I first got it, and it was just like little, I had butterflied the cuttings from this variegated string of hearts, and look, it absolutely loves it in here. Look at the pink. It is beautiful. I am so happy with that. I think it's great. Also, if you I want to say breed, if you propagate or enjoy growing Nepenthes or carnivorous plants, they are having a grand old time in here. This is one of the cuttings that I took there a few months back, and you can see it's growing really well. It's starting to grow its first little pitcher there. Sorry, it's shaking like crazy, but you can see it there. It's super tiny. Anyway, so great option if you are a grower of carnivorous plants. I also have one of my little cuttings of my Philodendron campospartuanum, and it is loving life in here. There is the second one, and then there's a third one over here. Even my Monstera Peru that won't grow upstairs is growing down here, which is awesome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and collect up the pink princess plants that I want to put into pots, and we can take those upstairs and get them situated. Okay, so this is taking a little longer than I anticipated, but I wanted to stop and show you this. So this is one of the, I believe, 2 that I'm going to be keeping as my own. But look at this gorgeous half moon leaf, and it looks like the new leaf, it's hard to show on camera, but looks like the new leaf is going to have quite a bit of pink on it as well. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, and apparently my humidifier is out of water. Well, we'll deal with that later. So I'm in the reprocess. I'm in the process of getting all these potted up. I've got 1, let's wander over here and see how many I've done. So I've got 3 more there, plus 2 in a bag here. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignore the dishes in my sink. Anyway, so I have a lot of pink princesses apparently. Oh my. Anyway, so I've got everything out, kind of just like breathing. I've said this in videos before, but it is important to get your plants out of the greenhouse and give them a breather, or open the door for a little while just to give them a breather. So usually about once a week, I'll take all of my plants out of here and just kind of let them breathe. And look, here's a little update for you guys on the variegated billetized situation. Check that out. Look at this. Look at my nodes. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, they're all just having a little air time, you know. And while I work on this, so I also kind of wanted to pot up a couple of these other plants. This guy, this beauty, this subhestatum is in need of a pot with some soil. I have 3 varicosum that I want to put in soil that have some substantial roots. Here are 2 of the 3 varicosum melanochrysums that we are propagating, or attempting to propagate anyway. We got a nice new leaf coming out on this one that's in the perlite. There is still no roots on the one in water, FYI. But I think I'll probably give all 3 of them another, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, and then I'm going to pull them all out, and we'll have like a final, you know, run through on how they did. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm not really sure what media I'll end up putting them in after that. I may put them all in perlite because it seems to be the one that's done the best, so I don't know. And then I've just got some other stuff that I want to get potted up. So there's 2 more pink princess plants there. And then I have my Scindapsus jade that needs to be potted. And then I have this undescribed philodendron, which I believe is being called a Fitzicarlo? I'll try to find it and put it on the screen. Anyway, yeah, so that one I want to get potted as well. So I started off like not anticipating on doing this today, but you know how it works. So this table was legitimately spotless this morning. I feel like we talked about this in the last vlog video. It happens, and it just happens so fast. So I gotta pick my kids up in about an hour, and so I have some work to do before I do that. But I just wanted to kind of give you an update on how that's going. It's taking a little while because I have to be gentle when I'm taking the spag moss off the roots of these plants. I don't want to damage all the work that the plants have done to create all of those new lovely roots for me. So just kind of taking my time. Okay, that's it for now, and I will update you laters. Okay, so I did get everything potted. So I got all my, look at that little varicosum. Got a new leaf. It's adorable. So I got them all potted up. This is actually a few days later because I'm not really sure what happened the rest of that day. It got a little hectic. Anyway, so I got all of those potted. My varicosums, they look great. This one's got that new leaf. Look at that. It's beautiful. I got all of my pink princesses potted up. Here are a couple of these little guys. Look how cute. Yes. And they're all doing really well in soil. So this is, like I said, a few days later. I got everything potted that I wanted to do. That was a lot. It ended up taking me like a lot longer than I anticipated. Anyway, so I really didn't get everything that I wanted to do done. in this video at all. But, you know, it works out that way sometimes. You kind of have a plan and then your plan goes sideways. But that's okay because we have today. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just like end this video here. Oh, look, it unfurled. Isn't that pretty? Sorry, squirrel. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end that here. I did get some other stuff done last night. Actually, I'll just show you while I'm standing here. Not that this video is not already long enough, but you know, for a Sunday chill video, it is what it is. Oh, I do have a haul video coming for you guys on Wednesday. So I'm excited to show you what I got. We did some plant shopping. 4 of us girls went and just had like a day. It was so much fun. But I'll explain that in that video. I'm not going to explain it now. Anyway, so watch for Wednesday. I have a haul video. I took everything off this shelf yesterday. And I had to clean everything again. I think I found the source of the spider mites. And it was up here. So I've taken care of that. But I got my Gloriosum potted into a new pot. And like, look how amazeballs she looks. Like she's huge. Like anyway, I got a bunch of stuff repotted. I got my tortum repotted. I got my pink splash repotted, and she's doing really well. Look how pretty. Like, isn't that beautiful? Ugh, I can't even. I got everything sprayed down. Look at this new Vero leaf. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, I got a bunch of repotting done. I got everything sprayed down. Oh, tragic state of affairs. I lost that leaf. It snapped right off. So we're having struggles with this melanochrysum, I swear. Anywho, I won't keep rambling. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that I got that stuff done, and I have some other things that I'm going to be working on today. Anyway, but yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap this up because it's long and it's been rambly and really a hot mess. But you know, it's my jam. So, I would like to thank all of you guys so very much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It is a huge help for my channel and I really do appreciate it. Also, if you managed to struggle your way through this entire video, go ahead and put a snowflake icon, like emoji, because we are getting... we got some weather warnings that we're having some serious snow come in. So, you know, like, I don't know why I give you guys the weather update all the time. But anyway, so go ahead. If you're still here, my super troopers, my friends to the end, put a snowflake. And, yeah, I'll just stop talking. I'm just going to stop talking. I love you guys all to bitty bits. I want you all to have an amazing and wonderful day, night, week, month, and year. And I will see you in the next video. Mwah!